one of your knees. Watch me dancing on you. Music, Addcolo don't know. I could behave so I get low. I know you want me how you act so when I...
Hey YouTube, it's Addcolo Kim. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing a mini review for the wig that I'm wearing. I got this wig from a hair company called Addcolo. The reason I said it's a mini review because I didn't film any unboxing or how I tinted the roots. However, I do have a video up on my channel from a wig that I got from Freedom Couture. So I tinted the roots using the same process, the same exact color. So if you guys want to go check that out just to see what that process looks like. In terms of toning the hair, I followed Marimba on YouTube. I followed her process just because I liked the way the color looked. And it was me just trying out this kind of icy blonde for the first time, and I didn't want it to be too white and too yellow, so I found that her video was the perfect mix. I did end up cutting the wig several times. The first time I cut the wig, so originally it came in a center part, and it was, I think they said it was 14 inches. I can beg to differ with it being 14 inches, but we'll leave that alone. So it originally came in 14 inches and it was a center part. I did end up having to cut off a decent amount of the hair. The reason for that is because what happens with a lot of companies, and the wig only cost $1.99, so I'm not really mad that I had to cut off some of the length. So what I would say is if you're going to get the wig, just get it a little bit longer than you really want it, just because they'll have like some long strands but then also some short strands, and because the long strands measure to be whatever the length is that you purchase, they can kind of get away with selling it at a longer length. So I would just say get one slightly longer than you really want it, so that if you do have to cut off some of the ends, it'll end up being the length that you really want it to be. So initially I cut it because, you know, the front of it was kind of like stringy and the back was just like long, so I didn't really like that. I will insert some pictures of what it looked like when I first got it and cut it, because I did love the length and I loved the way that it looked. However, I had to cut it again because anytime I would go out and I would sweat, the hair would change texture, which is fine. It went back to the natural wave texture that it was. However, what would happen is as it sat on the base of my neck, it would crease. I'll insert some pictures of what it looked like when it creased. It looked really, really bad. I don't really go out that often or get dressed up that often, with the exception of like social media or filming for my channel. But when I do go out, I don't like to look a mess. And I felt as though it had me looking a mess. So I just figured I would just cut it so that no part of the hair would sit on my neck. So even if I sweat and the texture of the hair changes, it wouldn't crease and look bad, because I didn't mind what it looked like when it got frizzy, because you know everyone's hair gets a little bit frizzy. I thought it looked a little bit cute. However, I just don't want to be you know, looking like I don't belong to anyone, like I don't have a home. So that needed to be cut. So I just cut it in an angled bob. I actually originally cut it in a center part just in case I, you know, do want to wear it in a center part. And then I just parted it and then combed it over. So now I am actually in love with the cut. I hope when I go out I don't have the issue that I was having before. But you know, I will definitely keep you guys posted. I do recommend the wig. I just think you get what you pay for. I wasn't really expecting much at $200, but the hair quality is a great quality. They do give you a decent amount of parting space, which I do like. I also like that the hairline comes a little bit customized. So I'm not one of those people when you wear a wig that I'm gonna do any baby hairs. It's just not my thing. So it is a little bit customizable, customized already for you. I don't have any videos of me cutting the hair. I'm not a colorist. I'm not a hairstylist. I'm crafty. So I'll, like I said before, I'll cut and I'll color until it comes out the way that I like. So I just put this on one of my mannequin heads. I started from the back and the middle because it's like it comes down on like a little bit of an angle, and I just cut it back there since that's going to be the shortest point. And then I cut on the mannequin head, then I put it on my head and I cut some more. It wasn't appropriate to film the video when I was cutting the hair. It was kind of like I came home from work, spur of the moment, you know, let me cut it and style it, because I typically like to have all my wigs styled and ready for me. So if I decide I want to go out and I don't know who I want to be, I can just, you know, figure out a look, figure out what hair goes best with it, and then just go from there. As far as the cap construction goes, it's an air-to-air frontal in the front with wefts in the back. You can get a pretty deep side part. So right now I have my part right here, and you still have about an inch of parting space that you can use. Or if you wanted to do like a short part and just kind of flip it over in the back, this way it just covers the wefts in the back. I did want to go ahead and add an elastic band, just because I typically don't like gluing it down. I will glue it down like if I'm going out, so I'll glue down just like the front and the sides, but I use this for extra security. It does have a little bit of lace right here in the back, so I guess you could glue it down if you want to, but I just don't. I also added some combs. So I have other wigs that I've made, and they're glueless wigs, so I added combs the same way I would add those combs in one of my glueless wigs, just so that it's extra secure, because like I said, I only really just glue down just the front when I'm going down, and I don't really do that good of a job because I'm just wearing it for the night. So I'll spray like the got to be glued free spray right in the front and then along the perimeter, and that's pretty much the extent of it. The hair, like I said before, feels really, really nice. There's very minimal shedding in the unit, and as you guys, so let me know what you guys think. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what videos you guys want to see from me next. Thanks. Bye for now.